Oh my gosh.
Fundamentals.
We would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now. Oh my gosh.
Fundamentals.
We would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now. We would beat the tar out of the other team.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has to be.
Pub more.
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
First time on air. Anything to say to Lawan here to get him back?
Look, bro, there are stories I could tell people about Lawan, but we'll keep those right here. I'm gonna let him live.
So smart, and my team is so dumb. My coach he looks dumb. He's a big baby. This man
Those graphics.
ripped.
Episode 181. It's me and Preacher Man Fitzsimmons, baby. And man, this is gonna be a quick episode. We're gonna compare this to the Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes in the NFL. And we're gonna do our best to do this. Man, this is gonna be great.
Yep.
No Devontae, but I got a soundbite to work. So really he's here somewhere.
Okay.
Him and Art Smith are in here. We feel his presence. But let's do this. Blind top 5. This comes to me thanks to Mr. Tyler Buchanan here. Notre Dame starting quarterback, then he transfers to Bama. Now he's transferring back to Notre Dame, but not for football. He's doing it for lacrosse. He's in the transfer portal.
Oh my gosh.
As a lax player. Now, apparently he was a 4-star lacrosse player, one of the nation's top guys. Pretty damn good at it. He's getting like, hey, maybe this quarterback thing ain't for me. Maybe the pro lax is for me. So, my blind top 5 is the greatest 2-sport athletes.
I love it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I thought you'd be
Okay.
all over this.
Send it. I'm ready.
All right, we're going to start with a banger. Jim Thorpe, gold medalist, Olympics, played pro baseball, also professional football.
That's pretty good. I mean, did he win a Super Bowl? Do we know that? Like if Super Bowl ring or a medal? All right, I can't think too much. All right, quick. I'll go number 2.
Number 2.
Number
I like
2.
it. I like
Leave
it.
some room.
I don't see anything about a Super Bowl, but that's all right. All right, next up, Mr. Charlie Ward won the Heisman. Never played a down in the NFL though. Went to the NBA.
That's respectable. Heisman and then NBA. I don't really know him though. 4. I'll put him
4.
number 4.
All right, I like it. We're moving on. Next up, his teammate and friend of the show, Big Brad Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Played basketball at Florida State, football at Florida State. Won a Super Bowl.
He's number 5 on my list, but Asheville native.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that. And Pub Zone. We had him on as a guest.
That's right.
Yeah. Owen product. Great basketball school.
Right. War Ponies, baby. Next up, Mr. Bo Jackson.
Oh man, that's number 1.
Yeah, that's number 1.
By far. Yeah. Played his resume. What? Heisman, Super Bowl, NFL MVP.
Yep.
Baseball. I mean, I can't remember what it's like. He's got a
Tecmo
World
Bowl
Series. He's got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Bo number 1.
All right. Last but not least, I guess this is what, number 4 for you?
3.
Number 3.
Bronze on my list.
Neon Dion.
Yep. And I knew I should probably put him over Jim Thorpe, but
I don't know,
that's
man.
another good one.
Jim Thorpe with a gold medal.
Yeah, that's
playing pro
respectable.
baseball and pro football. Like,
I wanted to put respect on that.
Yeah.
Well, it's similar to like how I saw like Simone Biles was at the Packers game, and it's kind of like, is she the best athlete like in this building? Like, even though it's like Mahomes is there, it's like there's something about a gold medal that it's just like special. So I just wanted to recognize that on my list.
Hey, Mahomes might have a gold medal this year with flag football.
He could.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about, and this is the hottest issue that we've got to talk about, college football. And I'm excited for this soapbox because I feel like at one point I'm going to be on your side here. For one time when we're talking about college football, I feel like I'm going to be on Fitz's side because here's the 4 teams they're in. Number 1, Michigan. Number 2, Washington. 3, Texas. 4, Bama. You've got a 1-loss Texas, 1-loss Bama over a 1-loss Georgia who lost 3 points to Bama. But more importantly, over an undefeated Florida State. You basically said the ACC is the same as the AAC, that it doesn't matter. It's a weak-ass conference. Get it out of here. Florida State is pissed, man. 13-0, you run the table, and you're not in.
Yeah. And I've been trying to think of my words all day. I've been trying to think of because everyone's got their thoughts on this.
Yeah.
And everyone's trying to nail it down. Part of it is, for me, I've been saying this for the past however many years, 9 years, ever since the installment. And I joked about last week before our picks. I said, it always works out. Like every year I'm waiting for the chaos and it always works out. Like it just the right team, it's Wisconsin could beat Ohio State. And then they just shit the bed, so it always has worked out. And I thought that was going to happen this week. But Florida State took care of business and Texas took care of business. And and it's just created this chaos. There's a lot of thoughts around it. I think part of it is, my Sunday going from the news of the teams that didn't make it for college football to enjoying a football Sunday of NFL to my Sunday night watching the 5-6 Packers take on the defending Super Bowl champions on Sunday night. And I thought about this is, for that Packers game, I was into it. Yeah. And it was just for the purity of the sport. I didn't put money on it. I didn't have fantasy, was locked up. I'm watching purely for the Packers to beat the Chiefs. That is all that my night is riding on.
Right.
And it was the roller coaster of emotions. They played great and they win. And it was just this emotion of oh my God, I can't believe we won. I can't believe we beat the Chiefs. And I had this high for the next 24 hours. I'm still riding on that high a little bit. But I think about Florida State fans were robbed of that. That's what they were robbed. When people want to get all analytical and say this. Look, I agree. Bama is probably better. I agree with all of that. But I'm wondering what's sacrificed. And for me, it's if you're a Florida State fan, it's not just about one game. One win against Louisville is not it. You have to be perfect every step of the way. You have to be perfect. And then even when I've said this year, I'm what are we watching? Even if you win by 12, you're mad because you should have won by 26. You should have won by 35 because you have to it's almost what is it? Versus I watched the Packers win by 8 and I'm what a perfect game. They were so strategic. They limited Mahomes' possessions. They milked the clock. They didn't give them any opportunities. It's who cares? Who cares if they win by 13 or 14? So that's the disconnect for me is and this is just a perfect example is Florida State did everything they were supposed to except maybe win by 3 scores in every game or whatever their idea is of a perfect team.
Yeah.
And you do everything, and then your fans are just stripped of that. It's just a gut punch.
And I look at the resume. They beat 2 SEC teams. They beat LSU 45-24. They go to Clemson. They beat Clemson. The other SEC team is they go into Florida. They go to the Swamp and beat them by 9. I think the resume is good. Losing Jordan Travis, I think the committee was they don't have a starting quarterback. They're out. And they to me, I am gut wrench for those players. The other 10 stars on offense, 11 on defense, special teams, everyone else on the bench, you're saying, one person has made and break this team. And yes, it's a starting quarterback, but I mean, they beat Louisville. Louisville's ranked. They won multiple games without the starting quarterback. I don't think you punish them for that.
And part of the problem, again, I'm comparing with NFL. NFL, right. It is cut and clear what you have to do to make playoffs. You have to win your division. And then based on all, and even all the tiebreakers, it's if you win head to head, you have this tiebreaker.
Yeah.
If you're tied head to head or you don't play, then it goes to your conference opponents. Then it goes to, your total points or what, it is every tiebreaker is down the line. So you never go into a game going, golly, if we do everything today, our fate is still in the hands of a committee.
Right. That most of them know jack shit about football.
Well, the thing is, and here's the other thing: everyone here has probably been on a committee of some sorts, or like
Yeah.
a group, or like a group project. That's probably like a minimalist. But like you've been on a committee, you've been like in board meetings where you have to make decisions and stuff. It's chaotic. You know, like it's so hard to organize, and everyone's gonna have a different opinion on it. And it's just like, this is sports.
Right.
Like, this is how we want to watch sports.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's just a whole different thing. The one good thing that maybe comes out of this is there is an argument that, is there really that much separation between? I know last year, like TCU being in the championship was the worst thing ever because no one wanted to watch it. So like that's where I understand not putting Florida State in. I understand that. It's like, I would hate to watch them in a championship, too. But it raises the question of, well, does Georgia deserve to still be there? Like I'd like to see Georgia get a chance. I'd like to see Ohio State get a chance. Like maybe the best team is somewhere down the line that isn't those top four. And can we create a real playoff? Because there's just blowouts anyway in college.
Right.
Like it's gonna have blowouts. But if you make a bracket, you can probably make it something.
No, I completely agree with you. Next year they move to the 12 team, and I can't wait to see who gets fucked there. Right, we're gonna have 13 teams undefeated. I feel like, and it's gonna be like, well, one team's getting screwed. Like I feel like it's just the chaos.
I just think as long as they have at least even for March Madness, there's a committee, there's a process. But if you win your conference, you're in. Like if you
automatic
do
bid.
this, you're in. Yes, and there needs to be something there for that.
Yeah.
I think
I agree. We'll wait for our pick'ems. That'll come later for it as we get close to those bowl games. But I'm glad we're kind of on the same page here.
No, college football sucks. That's why I haven't been watching all year. You joke, Fitz, why don't you watch? Because I don't know what I'm watching. I still don't know what I'm watching. We're gonna get to the national championship. I'm gonna be like, well, so they got to play Florida now, right? This is meaningless. So if you SEC kids, have fun, enjoy it, enjoy your fake awards, enjoy it. Just enjoy it, have fun. But it doesn't mean shit. No one cares,
Yeah, exactly. What if Florida State goes out there and just dog walks Georgia?
See, that's the thing that would be the best thing.
Right.
Is if they beat Georgia's ass. But the problem is that it always works out.
It does.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Georgia's going to.
Yeah.
And the other funny thing is, I was thinking about odds in this, but odds is so separated from like the NCAA.
Yeah.
But I just thought that's the ultimate middle finger too, is when the committee's rankings don't match with the odds.
Right.
But whatever. I don't.
Let me ask you this: Florida State beats Georgia. Do they pull a 2017 Central Florida and hang national championship banners around? Do they claim to be national? Yeah. They go ahead and do that. Okay.
Especially if they beat Georgia more than Bama beats Georgia.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's another theory going out there that they should boycott the Orange Bowl. I disagree with that.
I think you play. You got to play there. You got to let them play.
Yeah.
If you're Georgia, you throw. That's my take.
Yeah.
If you're Georgia, you throw.
You really want to stick it to Bama?
Let's expand the process. Oh yeah. Then you stick it to Bama.
Yeah.
Think of that.
Too bad you didn't play them, boys. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thursday night football, NFL. We got Steelers hosting the Patriots. Over and set 30.5. Pittsburgh 5.5 point favorite. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm having a hard time coming up with the Patriots players, so I'm just throwing Bill Belichick up there now.
Yeah, Kendrick Bourne is probably their best player, and he's on IR.
Yeah.
I'm taking Steelers, but this is not a fun game to watch.
Yeah, this is not a fun game. I feel bad for Bill. Hopefully he's still getting some tell out there in the town and in New England. But give me Patriots, man. Or sorry, give me Steelers. All right, Sunday, Colts, Bengals, 42.5 is the over-under. Indy, half a point favorite. Bengals coming off a huge Monday Night Football win in Duval
Yeah.
County.
Yeah, and honestly, I thought that was just the Bengals big win for them. I like Browning. I like Browning, and I said it last week. Minshew Mania continues for one more week, and then they crumble. So I actually have the Bengals. I've got the Bengals winning this one.
Man, I like that. Yeah, I like Browning too. I was happy he was our backup. Obviously, he's no Joey B, but he's slinging that thing. He's really productive. I'm enjoying it. Fuck it. I'm back on Cincinnati. We win out. We're on the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go, Bengals.
For Enzo.
All right. Bucks, Falcons over on 39.5. Atlanta, 2.5 point favorite.
I've got the Bucks winning the division, and I hate to say it with Vontae out of here, but I think this is so key for them. And the Falcons have just been kind of surviving. It's an interesting game. I think the Bucks find a way.
Yeah, I like that take. Yeah, I think the Buccaneers find a way. I'm with you. Give me the Buccaneers. All right. NFC North matchup. Lions at Bears over set 40.5. Detroit 3-point favorite.
Yeah, Detroit. That's 3 points, really? That's insane. I'm gonna take the Lions for sure.
You know what? I was ready to hammer the Lions -3, and then I remember the Bears let them off the hook. They were up 2 tutties in the fourth, and they blew it. That game's in the back of their head, though. Give me Detroit. Detroit wins. I can't go against them. All right. Jags, Browns over set 37.5. Jacksonville 3-point favorite.
Yeah, tough break for the Jags with Trevor Lawrence. That just hate to see it.
Hopefully, just
and
high
they were
ankle
playing
sprain.
really well. Yeah. I'm taking Cleveland in this one. Again, that's a gritty team there. They just keep fighting.
They are grit, man, and I like it. I'm going Cleveland as well, especially with Trevor Lawrence being out for a while. Maybe.
Another thing that doesn't exist in college football: gritty teams, because they all give up when they've lost their second or third game of the year. Sorry, I can't handle it.
Damn.
How can you not be romantic about football?
Yeah, as you dog college football. Panthers at Saints over set 37.5. New Orleans 5.5 point favorite.
This could be the one the Panthers win. I just feel like the Saints, they are just, I don't know. They just have not played what it's looked like a complete game. I'm going to take the Panthers in this one. I'm just going to call it. I think they do win this.
Man. Dana.
It's purely because the Saints I'm not impressed with the Saints.
Man. I'm going to go with New Orleans here. I think the Panthers are dead. I think they're done. It's a whole shebang with them. All right. Jets, Texans, New York hosting here. Over on at 33.5. Houston, 6.5 point favorite. Aaron Rodgers, he's inching closer to return.
No, they've lost too many games. So I'm going to take Texans on this one.
Yeah. CJ Stroud, man.
They could be new king of the AFC South there.
They still got to do some climbing, but they're getting closer.
Well, they're only one game back from the Jaguars.
Oh, are they? I was thinking they won 2 games.
The Texans won this week. The Jaguars lost, so they're right there. Of course, Gardner Minshew's there too. That I've got them predicting them to fall a bunch.
Right. Yeah. Give me Houston to win here. Give me Houston to win big. You see CJ Stroud come out the blue tent, he sprinted out. He said, "Fuck it, my backup's not getting any reps." I loved it. All right, Rams, Ravens, Baltimore hosting 42.5 to over under. Baltimore 7-point favorite.
Baltimore's got a tough schedule, if I remember, because they're coming off bye week. Yeah, I feel like this is the meat of their schedule.
Yeah.
I could see the Rams actually winning this one too. I've already got some upsets.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna take the Rams. I just think offensively they're doing well. Defense still is a struggle, but the Ravens have struggled on offense too. So really good matchup between the Ravens defense and the Rams offense. I'll
Yeah.
take the Rams. I'll take them to upset.
I feel like the Ravens need this win. They need this win because then they go to Jacksonville, which Sunday Night Football, I feel like Baltimore can get that one done. But then it's 49ers on the road, Dolphins,
Yeah.
Steelers. Like it gets
The
tough.
one thing is the Ravens didn't even play this week, and they moved up in their entire division.
Right.
Because everyone else lost.
Except my Bengals. okay?
Except your Bengals.
Except
Yeah.
my Bengals.
Who are 3 games back of Baltimore.
We're clawing, baby. We're clawing. Give me Baltimore to win here, though. I feel like the Rams have packed it in. I feel like they just don't have enough juice to them. There's no grit with the Rams.
Hmm.
All right. Vikings, Raiders, over and set at 40.5. Minnesota 3-point favorite on the road.
Could be the return of Jefferson. So you'd get a little Jefferson versus Adams would be interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota. I think they've also got a tough schedule coming up, but I think they've got a case for a wild card. So I'll take Minnesota.
Yeah, they've definitely got a case for it. I think they can make a really big push for it. Josh Dobbs, I'm all in on him, man. It's been awesome to watch. I love that story. Give me a Josh Dobbs jersey right now. Max Crosby's cooking his ass, though. Give me the Raiders upset. They're in the Death Star. Seahawks, 49ers, over and set at 46.5. San Fran, 10.5-point favorite. Is there a chance for Geno and the boys?
Yeah, I told you last week, I think Seattle's best chance was against Dallas. I think they dropped 3 in a row here. So I think the Niners win. I mean, that was just such a statement win against the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. And I think Deebo Samuel said last year, if they had Brock, it's a different game. They had Brock. It was a different game. It was a huge outcome.
Yeah.
Man, they got their swagger back. Give me San Francisco. I don't know about 10.5. That's a lot in the NFL, but
there's a lot.
Give me San Fran. All right. Chiefs hosting the Bills, over and set at 47.5. Kansas City, 2.5-point favorite. Coming off the loss to your Packers. T. Swizzy, I don't know if she'll be in attendance or not. This might be a good game for Josh Allen.
Yeah, and Casey had a lot of injuries against the Packers, which was unfortunate. So playing hurt. Man, Bills have struggled though, and I don't know. It's weird to think Buffalo might miss the playoffs. So this is a huge game for them. I don't see Mahomes losing 2 weeks in a row. I don't see that happening. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs. It's a really close one, but I'd take the Chiefs.
Yeah, I feel like everything's pointing to the Chiefs here. Mahomes is not the same quarterback he's been. His QBR is an all-time low. Since
his receivers suck.
Yeah, his wideouts suck. Yeah, even Kelsey has been off. Yeah,
it's not Mahomes. Mahomes looked great. That was my takeaway from watching.
Yeah. Mahomes threw a table. Bills Mafia. I think they get it done here somehow, some way. All right. Sunday night. No, not Sunday night. Almost Sunday night. Broncos Chargers over under 43.5. LA 3-point favorites at home.
Chargers are going on a run. I'm calling it. That was my Super Bowl pick. That was we're going streaking into the quad and in the gymnasium. Yeah, I am known for dying on my hill, for riding the Danny Dimes train. The Chargers are my train this year. They were my Super Bowl pick way back, and I'm sticking by it. I think their defense is gelling. Offense just needs to be next. So I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I'm with you. Give me the Chargers. Air Bear, I'm loving the way he's starting to grow up and mature. He's getting pissed off at those guys. He's feeling comfortable to get enough to get mad. Give me Air Bear. All right, Sunday night action. Eagles, Cowboys. Over on set 52.5. Dallas, 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, Dallas a big win against Seattle. That was to start it off on Thursday night last week.
Yeah, massive win.
Oh man, and Philly won the first matchup, right? They've already played.
Yeah.
Man, is Philly in trouble? I want to take Dallas in this one.
Oh,
I do. I think
This is
it's.
the
I
week of
mean,
the
it's
upset.
Dallas Philly. I mean, that's like Duke Carolina basketball. Yeah, at this point, I think that could go either way. But I'm going to take the Cowboys. I think they
Man.
even it up.
They are the favorite, so I guess it's not that crazy of a talk. I think Philly's pissed, man. They let San Fran walk in their house and just dog their ass. Give me Philadelphia to have a statement game. Get the lick back. All right, doubleheader Monday night action. First game up. Titans Dolphins over on set 46.5. Miami 14-point favorite, the biggest spread of the weekend.
Yeah, it's Dolphins.
Yeah.
Titans are they're one of the worst teams right now.
Is Vrabes on the hot seat here?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think they've got a chance to make some offseason moves and draft Levis. I think they've got to believe in Levis.
I agree.
They
You got to reload that.
They got to give him some help. Yeah.
I agree with you. We knew it was a rebuild year for him. Yeah, give me Miami minus 14. That's a big point spread for the NFL, but shit, they probably cover that Monday night action. Give Mike McDaniels an extra day to game plan. All right, the other one, your boys, Packers taking on DeVito and the Giants over set at 37.5. Green Bay 6.5-point favorite. Ever since
they double parked and no one told them to move. It's my favorite story this whole season. You know, we got T Swift, we got a freaking astronaut playing quarterback, having a freaking good fella playing quarterback for the New York Jets is my favorite story. So it sucks, you know. These Giants, man,
they get a hold of you.
They got my heart. So I'm worried they're gonna break my heart this week. I gotta say, you know, on my Packers spiel here, top to bottom, like the Sunday night game against the Chiefs, I think what says it all was the first drive, AJ Dillon just grinding it out. And you know, Packers go on the score, and then LaFleur's on the sideline. Just like, you know, he and Dillon have an exchange, and it's kind of like they both knew, like in meetings this week, yeah, this was the game plan, is pound the rock up the middle, make them respect the ground game, and everything else is going to open up. And I think you just saw it is like every time they brought Jaden Reed underneath, or every time, you know, Watson comes around, it's like it's all moving through this like run pass option that AJ Dillon opened up. So yeah. I was just blown away. I really, and obviously there's some luck involved. There's some love in there, a little bit of love. But man, Packers in December, it's different. So thankfully this is not a playoff game because we suck against the Giants in playoffs.
Yeah.
I think regular season December, we're going to be fine. So I'll take the Packers.
Yeah, dude. And I'll tell you, being as an offensive coach and OC, like when we go on a game plan, I'm like, hey, we're going to run this ball down their throat. And if we can do that, we're going to take their will. And it's like, it opens up everything. And plus you just demoralize the defense by just gashing them up the middle over and over again. Man, it's something to it. And it gets you 6 to midnight real quick. So if the Packers can do the thing against New York, which I think they can, it's going to be a long day. Yeah, give me Packers, man. I'm taking
the one concern. I thought Pacheco was a force against us. I thought he was kind of the X factor, and I love Saquon Barkley. Like I talked about DeVito, I love Saquon. Saquon's one of my favorite players. I wish I should have like an all fits team of like what Madden used to do.
Yeah,
like I should have, because there are certain players that I just love, even though they're not on my Packers. I love him, and Saquon's one of those. I've always just loved the way he runs. Truly elusive, a lot of grit. Always plays hard, even when the Giants suck. He always plays hard.
Right.
So that's I am a little bit worried about how we stop Saquon and if Tommy DeVito breaks our soul. But it's a good matchup. But go Packers.
It's a great matchup. Yeah. Yeah, I think your pack gets it done. I wouldn't worry.
I thought you were gonna do De Niro there. You were like you were coughing, but you made the De Niro. I thought you were gonna do the when he like takes the long drag of the cigarette. That's when I knew he was gonna. I knew that's when he's gonna kill Jordan Love.
He's gonna kill Jordan Love. Yeah, that'd have been so good. Oh, that'd have been so good. I should have. Fuck.
That's what I knew
That's
he
all
was
right.
gonna kill Jordan.
Oh man, had to hit him first.
They come to you with smiles.
When you know. Tim saying Vrabel has been on the hot seat. I said it this offseason. I'll say it again. Titans stink. Look, man, he knows something. He's in the afterlife. Tim knows. Vrabel's in the hot seat.
Mm.
All right. Pub parlay. Let's
Tim.
make some money.
Tim, if you're listening, you got to watch Bye Bye Barry. Documentary Barry Sanders released like a week ago. Phenomenal. That's all. That's my plug. I just for Lions fans, I felt the pain of the decades of agony, and then to have a little bright star in the Barry Sanders years, and then watch it fade away. Just really well done. I think it captures maybe how Lions fans feel, and it makes you feel even more for them to get back to the playoffs.
That's you know what, Ed, I feel some type of way about you not knowing what a bad franchise is and not having any light of hope, and you have to watch a documentary based off that. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah, it is. I've watched the first 30 minutes of it. I need to finish it. It's good. It's real good. All right. Pub parlay time. We hit last weekend. Made
No way.
money, baby. Let's continue. We hit NC State.
What the hell was I?
NC State
what was my
women's
pick?
basketball.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then Hurricanes winning.
Women's
So,
hoops, baby.
let's make some money here.
I think that's my new college football. Is college basketball
Is that
for
it?
women, like
Yeah.
women's college basketball. I think. Yeah,
I like it.
I think that's what it is.
All right. So, if you want to take women's hoops, you just tell me the day. We'll make it happen.
Okay, I'm looking. I'm also looking at men's. At some point, I'm going to switch to men's basketball, but I think I got to wait till conference play.
Yeah, you got to get a good base, good resume here.
Although
I don't like that.
Alabama playing number 4 Purdue in men's basketball. That's tasty.
You're saying Purdue's a fraud? Is that
I'm
what
just saying
hearing?
Bama's good. Bama's. I mean,
Yeah.
they're unranked, but they've been a very good program.
They have. They had lottery picks though.
I'd like to see like what the spread is, and that's one I'd need to see the points. Because I think Bama could cover the points in that one.
All right. Let's see.
Let me
I'm
look
looking
at
up the
women now.
picks.
I'm looking
look
at
at
women
women.
now. Oh, Utah at USC, but USC is gonna win. Dawn Staley, we trust. She's a dog.
She's good, man. They're predicting Purdue -6.
You know, that's tasty. Let's do it. Yeah, let's take
Yeah?
Bama with the points. I think they could win. I mean, I really think they could win that game, but I'm not bold enough just to call that. So get those points.
Bama +6.
Yep.
Men's college hoop.
Yep.
When are they playing? Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Bama.
Saturday at Bama. I like that even more,
At
Fitz.
Bama. And there's no football for Bama. So all the players, or I guess they're probably all on break, but the fans go to the basketball game, maybe.
I hope so.
Who
I
knows?
like it. I'm gonna say with NHL, I'm 1 for 1. We're gonna keep it rolling here. I'm gonna do it. Seattle hosting Tampa Bay. Give me the Kraken to beat the Lightning. 10 o'clock puck drop. I love it. Seattle Kraken money line. Let's hit again, boys. Let's do it.
Kraken.
All right. You got a random question for us?
And I've been deep into planning a Christmas pageant,
Oh man.
and I don't have anything for that. I was just thinking
I've
that's
been
where
deep
my
into
brain's
it,
at.
but I've
That's
got
where my
no
brain.
idea.
That's where my brain's at. I don't have any pageant question. I don't have a random.
All right. Top 3 must-see Christmas movies during the holiday season, or holiday movies during the holiday season.
Oh, you know what's funny? I started this season by watching Goodfellas.
Ooh.
Is Goodfellas a Christmas movie? Because the Lufthansa heist happens right around Christmas, and that's when they're like, "Hey, don't be showing that money. You know, don't go
That's
spending
right.
money.
And then
You know, you get that guy's got the roast Johnny roast beef has the
Johnny
pink
Roast
car.
Beef. Yep. He gets put in the ice truck.
It's my mother's name.
It's in my mother's name. They'll never know.
Yeah, and then he says, "Don't go," and then he gives it to Ray Liotta's character, and he gives in the next scene. He's like, "I got the biggest tree they got. I got
That's
the
right.
most expensive tree they had." So, Christmas movie, Goodfellas. Must watch for me. My movie recommendation: The Family Man, Nicolas Cage. It's Nicolas Cage, Tay Leone. What is that guy's name? The guy who's he's the dean in Old School, which is like not his best film, but he's on all sorts of
He's
other
in
stuff.
Entourage.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle. Just a great, like a classic, almost like a Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge type movie, or like It's a Wonderful Life type movie, but it's, more modern day. Just a lot of layers to it. I really appreciate that movie. It's just a good movie any time of year, but especially for Christmas. If you get tired of like the Rudolphs and Elf and Santa Claus, go deep. Just watch The Family Man and enjoy it. It'll actually get you in the mood just in a different way.
All right. So there's one.
That's one. Oh, I got 3.
Yeah,
oh gosh. Home Alone.
Oh, clutch.
You gotta go Home Alone. Do both of them, but that counts as one.
All right, we'll accept it.
It's the same movie twice. They're both just a little bit different. Which, by the way, Fuller Go Easy on the Pepsis, like one of the funniest. I still to this day laugh. Like as a kid, I died. Like as a kid, I cracked up, and to this day, I still Fuller Easy on the Pepsi. I just kills me every time.
Just and he's got the double hands on it, like.
Yeah, and clearly John Hughes gave him great direction because that kid makes like this smirk that's just like so funny.
That's Little McCulkin, isn't it? Isn't that?
No, it's the other. Fuller's the cousin. Fuller, because it goes to Fuller, who's the little cousin that wets the bed.
Yeah, I thought that was played by Little McCulkin.
Oh yeah, his brother. That's right.
I think it is. Yeah.
You're right. I did hear that.
Hey,
last one. Best Christmas movie, as Parker's dying. Best Christmas movie on Christmas Eve, or at least like you can't watch till December like 22nd at the least, 23rd, 24th. Yeah. Christmas Eve is a great time. Muppet Christmas Carol. A Muppet Christmas Carol with Michael Caine. And I've seen this floating around. This was on my Christmas trivia for years, and now I can't use it because it's floating around social media. But there's this great interview way back when they filmed it. And they asked Michael Caine about the Muppets, and he said something about like, I'm gonna act as if I'm with like Shakespearean actors. I'm gonna act as if I'm gonna be the one non-Muppety thing in the movie.
Yeah.
and he kills it. And that's what makes it great. Is you got all these like you got Kermit and Fozzie Bear and all these, and you just got Michael Caine dialed in to this just like very serious Charles Dickens performance.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal. And the music's great. And it's my favorite. There's all these renditions of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. That's my favorite one. I've read the book too. If you're a reader, that'd be my book recommendation. If you've never just read Dickens, A Christmas Carol, it's a really good read. Really deep, very complex.
Yeah. I love your list, man. I think your list nails it out of the park.
I love these questions. I need to be on Goodreads or some kind of movie. I need to be on a movie database.
Let's just start a blog. We'll just let you just go for it.
Yeah. I love this stuff.
Pub Sports Talk Entertainment fits his movie corner. And you just type a blog up every week.
It's his movies of the month.
Yeah.
It's like when they had Blockbuster and the guy had this picks. These are Keith's picks.
Fitz's flicks. I love
Fitz
it.
Flicks. Yeah.
Fitz flicks. There you go. Number 3, I'm going to go with The Grinch, Jim Carrey. Just love how they added on to the Dr. Seuss story.
Over the animated one?
Over the animated one. I just
Sure.
love how they added more to it. I love the animated one. But also, shout out, Claudia's going to hate the story, but she had never seen the original one. And she was like, we watched it and she's like, why is it only 25 minutes? Like, this is ridiculous.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
So, number 2, I got to go Home Alone 1 and 2. I think you have to watch them together. And then my number 1, without a doubt, it's what I have to watch every year when I put up the Christmas tree. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch that one.
Hey, shortest episode to date, 41 minutes. We told you it was going to be Chris Berman's whoop, fastest 3 minutes.
I like
in
it.
NFL. Yeah.
I like it.
We crushed it. We'll
Might
catch
need
you
to be a
guys next
thing.
week. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
40 minutes or less, 45 minutes or less.
Fuller, go easy on the Pepsi.
We'll catch you guys next week. Have a beautiful time.
Yep. Peace.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
We would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now. We would beat the tar out of the other team.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has
on
to be.
Pub more. I mean,
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
First time on air. Anything to say to Lawan here to get him back?
Look, bro, there are stories I could tell people about Lawan, but we'll keep those right here. I'm gonna let them live.
I want those Lawan
And my
stories.
team is
I
so
want them.
Dumb. My coach he looks dumb. He's a big baby. This
Dude,
man
those graphics.
ripped
Man.
Done before.